Ah, I didn't hear you come in. I have a fine story for you today. And it's a story many of you may have heard before. How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. Really? The Grinch?
Yeah.
And I'm the Grinch?
Well, I figured you're grouchy enough. Plus, you got that fuzzy green sweatshirt.
It's cozy. What if I refuse?
Well, I just want to do the... Okay?
Fine. The Grinch hated Christmas. The whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. Could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. But I think the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. But, whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Whos. Staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in the town. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. Wait, I actually have to talk?
Yeah, act the part. Be the Grinch.
Fine. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming. I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. For tomorrow he knew all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early. They'd rush for their toys. And then, oh the noise. Oh the noise, 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 noise. That's one thing he hated. The noise, 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 noise. Then the Whos, young and old, would sit down to a feast. And they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, 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 feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. And then they'd do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Whos would start singing. They'd sing, and they'd sing, and they'd sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how? Then he got an idea. An awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do. The Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. I don't really have a coat.
It's okay. Willing suspension of disbelief.
Ah, yes, of course. Silly of me. And he chuckled and clucked. What a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No. The Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max, and he took some red thread and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. I don't have that either.
Suspension!
Yeah, I know. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said, get up, and the sleigh started down, toward the homes where the Whos lay a snooze in their town. All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air. All the Whos were all dreaming sweet dreams without care. when he came to the first little house on the square.
Hold on a minute.
What?
It's daytime.
So?
So it should probably be nighttime.
Why do you think that?
Because the Who's are asleep, and unless they're nocturnal beings, it should probably be nighttime. Also, I have a feeling that when I go into the house, it's going to be nighttime, and that's going to be a continuity error.
Well, Jeffrey, you of all people should know that continuity errors happen.
It's a low blow, man. It's a low blow. This is stop number 1.
The old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed the roof, empty bags in his fist. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch.
Okay, hold on. We don't have a chimney. I know. Willing suspension of disbelief and all that, but I can't act this out because we don't have a chimney.
This part doesn't last very long. Just go with it.
But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who stockings all hung in a row.
These stockings
He grinned.
are the first thing to go.
Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present.
Hold on. You're gonna sing, aren't you?
Why do you think that?
Well, you're a singing guy, and this is the Grinch, and there's a song about the Grinch.
Oh, right. Well, yes. Yes, I know.
Well, it's a good song.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus and as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between the two of you, I take the, seasick crocodile. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful sots. Your heart's a dead tomato blotched with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. You're a 3-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nos. You're a crooked jerky jockey and you drive a crooked horse, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap, overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of rubbish imaginable. Mangled up, entangled up knots. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk.